Hello Aquarius, this is Julie with Into Heartspace looking at the energy surrounding you for August of 2017. If you would like a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, or go to my website. Alright, let's get straight into the reading. Calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What messages do you have for Aquarius? Aquarius sun, moon, rising, what energies are surrounding Aquarius? What messages, what guidance do you have for Aquarius? Okay, let's see. Okay. And the energy that's coming in from July that's going to trickle into August is the Four of Swords Aquarius. So you're going to have this feeling of exhaustion, that you're going to need to rest before getting started through the month. July could have been a lot of things happened, a lot of shifts started to change, and now you have to integrate what has happened. Allow it to kind of settle before moving on. And then we have the Knight of Cups reversed, Justice, Five of Discs reversed, and the Fool reversed, Three of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Wands, Seven of Discs, 10 of Discs, Strength, 8 of Discs, Ace of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay. So in the middle of the reading, we have the Knight of Cups, and this is in reverse. So this is kind of like, I get the sense it's a faulty message. So for some of you actually who are dating, you might come across a Cancer sign or a Pisces or a Scorpio, and you might start dating them and they might be feeding you a bunch of BS. So be careful if your spidey sense is going off with this card and you're starting to feel a little uneasy, unsure, your intuition is saying something's wrong, listen to that. And even if it isn't in a dating sense, a Cancer could be trying to give you messages of a Cancer, a Pisces, or I keep focusing on Cancer. So I have a feeling for a lot of Aquarians, it's a Cancer person. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio person is not going to be completely honest with you and will be looking out for themselves, and in doing so will be lying to you to get what they need. So just pay attention to that. In relationship, we have Justice, the Five of Discs reversed, and the Fool reversed. So in this regard, if I get the sense that some of you guys, there's a lot of people who are separating. There's a lot of people who are separating, and it could have been that you had put so much hope and love into this relationship. All right, with the Fool reverse, it's like you created something that wasn't there, or they did. I feel Aquarius that it was more so you, that you had so much hope, so much love, so much ideas about a relationship, and it didn't work out, and it's not working out. And so Justice is coming in and saying, I need to show you the truth. I need to lead you to the truth, and the truth is not, I got the saying, the truth will set you free. Basically, it is setting you free. Like you are letting go of this person who it's not working with. And especially with this Knight of Cups reverse, I do feel like a lot of Aquarians are going to be, splitting up with a water sign, especially, with this Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you got to let go so that you can take care of yourself. That's what the Five of Discs is. It's like hope for the future. We need to look forward for you and take care of you. And the only way to do that is to let go of this idea that doesn't exist with somebody else. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's romantic. It can be always with a friend or with a family member, but it is a letting go. It is a letting go of somebody. And I don't know necessarily, I don't think they're inherently toxic or inherently bad people. I think that they're on fight or flight. So they're reacting. They're just trying to stay afloat. And they feel, they feel restricted, they feel anxious, they feel like they're going to lose everything, and so they're just scraping by. They're trying to get everything together to keep things together, And that affects you and your relationship. So Aquarius, really find your calm, go forward, even though there's this separation. And I do see divorce. I do see some legal matters happening with a relationship, and especially with this relationship that isn't working. But it's going to work out for you, because these two cards being in reverse are saying you got to let go of something that isn't working, and you got to take care of yourself. The only person who can take care of you is you. And especially with this Four of Swords too, rest up, because you have to fight for yourself. All right, so then in career we have the Three of Wands, and I do like these three cards for career and work: Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. So I think a lot of Aquarians are trying to move forward in their job, thinking of possibly leaving, going on a new venture. And so you're just mulling over this idea of kind of letting go of what you're doing now to move on to something grander. And I feel like you're going to get two people who come into your world who say, yeah, go for it. The Page of Wands is a fire energy, so that it could be a fire sign. So that's Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, saying go. Move forward, move past all of these issues that are happening. You can do it. You can do it, because you're thinking, and I think you're thinking aloud with these two people, a fire sign and an air sign. And you're saying, I'm thinking of doing such and such. I'm thinking of moving forward with this and that. And their eyes light up and they're like, yeah, do it. And they're in the upright. So they're reacting with true of heart, but they are young. So there's only to a level take their advice, because they're still learning too. So if they're saying, yeah, drop everything, quit it all, just go for it, they have some truth to that, but I don't necessarily think you should take what they say word for word. Don't drop everything. Don't, quit that day or anything like that. They're young and vivacious and excited. And that's great energy to have, but you have to still have a foundation for what you're building. And the Page of Swords, I think, will actually help you more so with that than the Page of Wands. Page of Swords is an air sign, so that's Gemini, Libra. That's you too, Aquarius. But I don't think it's you. I think it's somebody else who's coming in. But I think they're going to say, okay, let's think this through. Let's think, how are you going to do this? What's the first step? So that with these two energies, I really think it's a perfect push for you to go towards your career, your destiny in that regard. Okay. And then in abundance, we have the Seven of Discs, the 10 of Discs, and Strength. All right, having these three cards together, you got to keep working, Aquarius. That livelihood you want, that future you want, that house, the house, the family, the friends, the money, everything that you want for your future is going to take a hell of a lot of work. Okay, Aquarius? So this is kind of saying, I know, especially with this situation with somebody who's done you wrong, who's lied to you, who could have even cheated on you. It's hard. That's hard to mull over and to accept. But the ideas that you want for the future, how you want your future to be, can exist. but you have to stay diligent. You have to stay diligent and stay forward. And this is what's so positive about it, is sometimes we get some spreads that say the idea that you have created for the future doesn't exist, and there's no there's no possible way for you to have all of that in a realistic manner. And it's really good to have dreams, and it's really good to have goals, but sometimes it's really, really far-fetched. This is saying whatever you are thinking, whatever you are dreaming, whatever you want to do is possible, but you are going to have to really work for it, and there's going to be a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and there's going to be moments of doubt, many moments of doubt, and you're going to have to overcome those to get to where you want to be. So it's really asking, do you want to put in that work? And if you want to do that, then you need to make sure that you are rested up. Because you're still learning. Here we go, right here. Because you're still learning. You're still gathering. You're still creating. And that new beginning, that new idea that you have is right there. It's right there, but you're going to have to move in a different way. You're going to have to shift what you think. You're going to have to shift your location. We have the Emperor. So some of you guys really do, and I don't necessarily feel like you guys need to move away from your town. I think you need to move away from a house or a situation. Like, I really think you need to, if you live in one apartment, move to another apartment, or at least just sublet your apartment and move somewhere for some time to get your head together, because you're still processing, you're still cultivating in that new beginning, and it's going to be a mental idea. It's an idea of yours. It's percolating and it's coming together, but it's not there yet. It's just not there yet. You have to shift some things before you do that. And that's what the Emperor is saying, oh, I want to help you. I want to provide for you, but you're just not ready yet. You still have some things that you need to learn. So think of the skill set that you have and think of what the holes are and work on those holes, because that's what's going to lead to this. And it could be in work, but it can also be in just, your day-to-day life. Like, if you want to have a dog, well, do you live in a place that allows dogs? Is your house ready for a dog? Make those things happen. Go study about dogs. Look at different breeds. Go to the Humane Society and check out, do all of the backup. Do all of the learning and the behind the scenes actions before actually taking the action. And that's what the Emperor wants you to do. Keep learning, keep growing. You're almost there. You're almost there. All right, so let's look at the angel cards and just see what added guidance we have. Oh, okie dokie. Cancel, clear, delete. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. Yes. Cancel, clear, delete. So that's what it's it's always interesting to me, but this Ace of Swords popping up, and that's in the mind-body-soul connection. It's you've got to make space. You have to make space for what's to come. And that's why it's not there yet. You have to create an energy, create a source, create a time and a moment where you can let things in. You can let that positivity in. You can let that nurturing in. You can let that joy in. And right now, in order to do that, you have to let go of somebody who is toxic. You have to keep planning, and you have to keep learning and building your wisdom. So that's your work in August. And I have so much joy and hope for you because of this lovely card happening and this. All right, the Emperor and the 10 of Discs popping up for you in abundance and in the mind-body-soul connection. You have a lot of help. You have a lot of help, and guess what? The help is within you. It's your own knowledge, it's your own spirit, and it's your own guides pushing you forward. You don't have to look anywhere but within to find the answers. They're all there, and you'll realize that when you are talking to this Page of Wands and this Page of Swords at work or in a work situation, where they go, yeah, you've got a great idea. You know, you have a great idea. It's you, Aquarius. All right. If you would like a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, or go to my website. And if you like this video, please like, share, or subscribe. All right, remember, listen to your heart, and your body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.